Good morning. Welcome. Glad to be with you this morning. Those of you that were with the live stream last week, thank you for your patience as we're figuring out what's going on. I think I figured it out with the Bluetooth. Some device was on in the house and my AirPods connected to that, and then I couldn't get back on somehow with how it streams. So hopefully you can hear me okay. Anyone wants to let me know, that would be great. Otherwise, we're going to settle into our practice together. So glad that you made it here today. Commitment to yourself, to your practice. And we'll settle in to our breath, noticing the contact of the feet to the floor. In through the nose, we exhale out the mouth. Just noticing this journey into landing. What it feels like to be in contact with the breath, sensations. In through the nose, out through the mouth, deep breaths. Maybe take a few exaggerated breaths to start. So big inhale, long exhale, like you're blowing out a straw. You may want to put your hand on your belly. Each exhale, inviting a softening, relaxing, letting go. One more deep breath. Returning to a natural breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Feeling your awareness and breath landing in that lower dantian. Softening through the throat, the tongue, heart, the ribcage, diaphragm, lower dantian, down into the perineum, tailbone. Feeling this all soften and relax, expand and contract with the inhale and exhale. Move into our gentle arm swings. Breathing in, breathing out. And returning to center. A twist, arms relaxed, ragdoll around the body, tapping the waist, in through the nose, exhale. And then returning to center. Arms to the side, we'll swing in front and behind. Breathing in, breathing out. And letting the arms fall onto the side of the body when you're ready. And our final arm swing, twist. Returning to center. Let's warm up the neck now and the head. Inhale and exhale. Crown is tall to the sky. Tailbone heavy to the earth. Right to left. Feeling this spaciousness in the spine and neck. Ears to shoulders. Feeling good in your neck today. Releasing tension. Some nice circles. Supporting with the hands if you'd like. And reverse. Return to center. We'll roll the shoulders. Staying with the breath, staying close to sensation. And shake it out. We'll do our 3 staccato breaths. Shake it out again. Nice arm circles. And reverse. And the other side. Breathing in, breathing out. Reverse. And coming in to the wrists and elbows. And reverse. Open and close the fingers. We'll inhale to the sun, exhale to the earth. And clapping the hands together with your next exhale. And warming the lower back. To the sacrum, you can use the fingertips here. And some tapping. We'll tap down the legs. The side, the front to back. And do that again. And when we come up, bouncing and tapping, an inguinal groove. Breathing in, breathing out. And then wipe down the legs, smoothing it out. And then returning to the lower back, kidney breath, inhale. Expanding into the hands. Exhale, so slight tuck at the tailbone. Softening the lower back into the hands. One more kidney breath. And we'll bring this around. Simple touch. The awareness of the connection between the lower dantian, your sea of qi, and your ming men, gate of life in the lower lumbar spine. Hands on the hips, some pelvic tilts. small circles, tailbone hanging, and reverse. And then large circles. And reverse. And we'll step out into our horse stance. And bending the knees as low as is comfortable. So strengthening this foundation in this way. We inhale towards the center. We exhale, twisting towards the opposite shoulder, pushing away from that knee. Just taking your time, belly button to the spine, supporting the back. And put toes pointing forward, a flat back, sway the spine like a river. Again, strong core, belly button. Hold in slightly. Long tuck slightly. And coming back to center, just take a moment. We'll exhale. Hanging like a rag doll. Grabbing the elbows if you'd like. Free and easy in your breath, letting the movement emerge from what your being needs. And roll up slowly. Inhale, spinal breath, expanding the chest. And then we round and tuck. Inhale and exhale, breathing in, breathing out. And then we'll let that go. Throw it back a couple times. And we'll bring the feet together. Awareness now dropping into your knees, ankles and feet. And reverse that circle when you're ready. Massage and tap. Happy for our knees. Thankful. We'll go to the other side. And we'll come into our ankles and feet. And the other side. Breathing in, breathing out. Grounded in your center, your home, your lower belly. We'll do our bicycle legs now. Other side. And then stepping lightly. Feeling the lightness of spring as we are transitioning here in the northern hemisphere seasonally. Stepping out of our rigidity and into the flow and freshness. And this happy feeling. And returning to center when you're ready, finding your stance. We're going to inhale and exhale with a clap. Let's bring this palms to the eyes, cupping the eyes. And massaging the face, around the ears, jaw, forehead, scalp. And into the neck, and shoulders, down the throat, maybe open and close your jaw gently a couple times. And across the upper chest here from the sternum into your shoulder notch. We'll do a little tapping in the shoulder notch. You can make a little tool by putting the fingers together. And we're just going to tap here on lung one, opening up the chest, into the nose, out through the mouth. So this is right around where the shoulder meets the clavicle bone, right below that in a little notch. And then let's tap down your arms, palm up, and tapping down. Landing in the armpit here, and then we'll smooth it out. And then we'll use our fingers again to the other side, sternum to the shoulder notch. And then making your little tapping tool, tapping along one, inhale and exhale. And let's tap down. Large intestines, lung meridians, heart, and pericardium. And, oh yeah, armpit. Don't forget the armpit. And then we'll smooth it out. Again, coming down your center. And let's get into the abdomen here. Tapping with pillow hands. Keeping your soft breathing. So breathing into the belly, contact with internal organs and intestines. Taking them. And then a nice massage, palm over palm. Feeling good contact. A little pressure here. Moving in the direction of digestion. So that's up your right side, across and down the left side. And we'll land here in the lower belly. And now releasing. Detox practice, rattling the bones. Breathing in and breathing out. Tapping the heels or a really light jump. You'd like a little more vigorous vibration through the bones. And then releasing into stillness, noticing. Inhale And wash down the body. Smiling into your hands as we move through softening, melting, letting go. On your next exhale, palm over palm, resting in your sea of chi. And we'll end with our 10 full body swings. We inhale. And we'll return again, turning home. And whenever you're ready, shake it out. Stepping out of your stance for a moment as we transition now into our inner smile and 6 healing sounds. So our inner alchemy practice started with clearing and warming. So whenever you're ready, mindfully stepping back into your stance in whichever way helps you to journey into this state. Awareness, relaxation, contact. Soft, easy breathing, contact with the earth, crown of the head, rising up towards the heavens. Relaxed in your lower dantian breath. And this relaxation, this moment of stillness and simplicity, feeling into a smile, the quality of a smile, loving kindness present here. Known through your eyes, through the shape of your mouth and the relaxation in your face, known through your soft tongue and throat, soft heart. Your diaphragm, letting go, releasing, soft and easy and open. This smile, this quality of a smile, softening through your sea of chi into your perineum and the tailbone. And up through the crown of the head, the center of the forehead. Feeling this vertical line, softness, kindness. There's goodness here. And when you're ready, we'll begin our 10 ping chi. So we inhale and exhale. Rolling your shoulders forward. And then we'll land here in our lungs, our hands landing here gently, looking inside. smiling into your lungs. And this light touch, we land here. Just noticing any doing or fixing energy, any protruding into the lungs or needing the lungs to be a certain way. We notice that, we just soften into our breath, feeling this presence of a smile, allowing whatever is here to arise in its truth. Orienting towards this simplicity of truth, this presence, the lungs. If you'd like to visualize a healing white light in the lungs, welcoming this friendly white light. And the healing sound for the lungs is Chia. We'll say this 3 times. We inhale. Chia. 3 times together. Chia. 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 3 ping cheese. Rolling your shoulders forward. And then landing again in our lungs. Simplicity of this presence. No mind. Relaxed and simple. Feeling this goodness arise and being in contact with this goodness. And thanking your lungs, thanking the metal element, the color of white. Move now in the creation cycle from metal to water, hands coming to the back side of your lower back. Smiling into your kidneys today. Staying with this thread, being close to your sensations, the kidneys. Letting the mind relax, thoughts and words are noticed, and let go. If you'd like to visualize a healing blue light in the kidneys, it's water element. This friendly, benevolent blue light. The healing sound for the kidneys is chui. So we inhale with a massage. Exhale, chui, 3 times together. Chui. 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 3 big cheese. Rolling your shoulders forward. And then we'll land here in our kidneys. Gratitude for our kidneys, the water element, color blue. We'll move now from water to wood, hands resting here in our liver. Smiling into liver today. Just greeting whatever we find here. Kindness, curiosity, this open and loving heart. The wood element is associated with this time of year, the springtime, this churning towards that moment where we burst forth, the water element mixing with the earth element, the sunshine. We'd like to visualize this spring green color, healing green color in the liver. Open and kind, free and easy in the liver. And the healing sound for the liver is sure. So we're going to begin with the backs of the hands together in a loose fist. We inhale, nice stretch. Exhale, pressing, sure. Releasing the hands and the breath 3 times together. Sure. 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 Breathing cheese. Roll your shoulders forward. And then hands resting here. Deep gratitude for our livers. Color green, springtime. We'll move now from wood to fire, hands to the heart, landing here in your heart. feeling in sensations, greeting it with this quality of smile, this kindness, this loving kindness. The fire element, the healing color for the heart. Visualize a healing red light in your heart. It's friendly and benevolent red light. The healing sound for the heart is ha. So we'll inhale. Ha. Singing through your heart 3 times. Ha. 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 3 pink cheese. Rolling your shoulders. And resting here in your heart. Perhaps even feeling your heart smiling with you today. Thanking your heart, fire element, the color red. We'll move now from fire to earth, hands to the left side of the rib cage. Smiling into your spleen, your stomach today. The earth element, the healing color is a golden yellow. So if you'd like to visualize this golden yellow light present here. Kind and giving light. The healing sound for the spleen and stomach, earth element, is hu. We'll do this just 1 time as we inhale the right palm to the sky, left palm to the earth. You're going to exhale with a twist to the left. We'll inhale, hold the breath for a count of 10, and then exhale together. Hu. 1 time. Let's begin. Hu. 3 pink cheese. Roll your shoulders forward. And then resting again. earth element, the spleen, the stomach. Feeling it relax and let go with each exhale. Thanking the spleen, the stomach, the earth element, golden yellow light. And we'll move now into our triple burner sound. So integration. So we inhale, we exhale with a gentle sigh. Ah. All of the organs alive in their colors. Communicating, connecting, flowing into each other. And then we'll return to the lower dantian, palm over palm. Feeling good today in this practice. As we release now, shaking things out, moving your body, whatever way desires. And then we're going to transition into the last portion of our practice. So the last section is a cultivation and storage practice, the 18 movements, so Shi by Shi Qigong. So whenever you're ready, finding your way mindfully back into your stance. Soft, easy breath. It's contact with the earth through the feet, knees slightly bent, tailbone relaxed and hanging as we pull up through the crown of the head. The breath and the awareness centered and grounded into the lower belly. Shoulders relax, a little space in the armpits. Arms dangle, inhale and exhale. Feeling the gentleness of this smile, this goodness, alive in the field, alive through the cells of your body. Quieting our minds, thoughts and words, melting away with each exhale. Your awareness, knowing this presence, this contact, simplicity and spaciousness of the present moment. We'll begin our first movement. Hands wave by the lakes. Inhale and exhale. Breathe into opening our hearts at the top of the mountain. Now moving into our swinging the rainbow. Breathing in, breathing out. We'll flow through, parting the clouds to look at the sky, this gentle squat. So being mindful as we squat with our legs, making sure the knees don't go past the toes when you look down. So finding balance with your joints. And returning to center, coiling silk or silk floating on air. Now we'll roll across the big lake. Feeling this flow, this wave-like motion of breath and body awareness. And now come through center again for raising sun. Coming into gazing at the moon. Returning to center, loose fists at the waist, rustling the lotus leaves. And now hands wave like clouds. And we'll step to the side, this gentle lunge, being mindful of your lower back, scooping the ocean. And we'll step on through. Breathing through, playing with waves. And we'll come through to the other side, playing with waves. And coming through, dove spreads its wings. Breathing through to the other side. And coming back to center, dragon emerges from the sea. And now wild geese taking flight. Breathing in, breathing out. Centered through the lower belly. And our windmills. And reverse when you're ready. Turning back to center for walking on clouds, or stepping and bouncing a ball. Now we'll gather the fragrance of the earth 3 times. Turning home, palm over palm. Gathered here, centered and grounded in contact. Feeling that smile resonating through your whole being, in the field around you and in the field of this connected practice, this Sangha that practices together. And sealing it in, small circles to large. And then we'll reverse, large to small. Hands at your heart, thanking yourself for showing up for your Qigong today, for continuing to cultivate your sensitive, loving, curious being. And we'll spread our hands a little bit to share the merit of this practice with our loved ones. our larger communities with all humans on the planet. We share the merit of this practice. We expand out to all beings, all creatures, large and small, planet herself, our mighty sun. We expand this awareness and share the merit of this practice with all that exists. And we bring this around, this large universe, to join it with the small universe within, your chi ball. Raising the left hand, an open palm, right hand, a closed fist. We'll bring this together, yin and yang. We bow to our practice today. And I also bow to all of the teachers that shared this wisdom before us, this lineage, this thread. I'm also thankful you could join me today, and I'm glad the audio seems to be working. So thanks again with your patience as I navigate some of the technical issues of live streaming on YouTube. So as always, if you can click the link below, if you are moved to donate, we freely give and freely receive at Common Ground. So whatever you donate, put my name in the teacher box, and then 2/3 of the donation goes to me and 1/3 goes to the operations of Common Ground. So it's truly appreciated and helps me keep doing this. So thank you. Thank you, Cindy. Oh, that was your preparing to do taxes practice. Well, I hope it helps you through that. It is nice to be in a gentle and open energy going into tax season. So good luck. As always, if you want to join us live at Common Ground, please join us on Wednesdays, 9:30 to 10:30. Also, we're starting a new mindful parenting group at Common Ground, which I'll be co-facilitating. So if anyone's interested, you can check out the website. There's more information. Or if you have any questions, my email is on there to ask more questions. And we're also looking for volunteers for childcare. So if anyone's out there in the Twin Cities area interested in hanging out with some kiddos once a month to support parents in their practicing and caregivers, truly appreciated. Oh, it says the donation link isn't working in the description. Okay, I'll check that out. I'll problem solve that. I think that somebody had said that before, but if you went there and clicked something, I feel like you could get there. So I'll investigate that, Cindy. Thanks for letting me know. All right, everybody, have a wonderful week. Enjoy the weekend, and I will see you next time. Take care, everyone.